Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss something often mentioned by many entrepreneurs. I don't have enough money to expand my company, or I lack enough capital. I've always believed that, in reality, this isn't the crux of the matter. How many of you have heard the expression money makes money? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But based on my experiences, when I started my own business, I didn't have the money or capital to drive it forward. Initially, I considered this statement to be true, but as my career progressed, I learned that this is not necessarily the case. I believe that if you can't generate revenue without money, you probably won't be able to do it even with money available. How many of you have been in the situation where you didn't have the resources to start a project? You had limited resources and not enough capital. However, you managed to find solutions, develop strategies, and make transactions that resulted in sales. Who here has faced this situation? Yes, this is something that happens to many of us. This circumstance forces us to adopt a creative approach and challenges us to get out of our comfort zone. So repeat after me: it's not the lack of money, but the need for a more effective strategy. Say it again: it's not the lack of money, but the need for a more effective strategy. Again, with even more conviction: it's not the lack of money, but the need for a more effective strategy. Allow me to share a story. There was an entrepreneur called Matt who owned a flower store. His store was thriving in his small town. One day, an older competitor approached him, planning to sell his own flower store, as he intended to retire and travel the world. He thought, if I take over this store, I'll own both stores in town, which will be great for business. Matt then asked, "How much are you asking for your flower store?" The older owner replied, "I'm asking $50,000. Matt didn't have that kind of money, but he was determined to make the business happen. He thought outside the box and looked for solutions. He talked to his wife, but taking out loans wasn't an option. So he sought advice from an experienced entrepreneur called Dan. Dan gave him a crucial message: "Matt, you don't need money, you need a more effective strategy." Matt was puzzled, so Dan explained, "Ask yourself who would benefit from this acquisition. How can you add value?" Matt thought about it and realized that buying the store would benefit the previous owner, the suppliers, and even the customers. So Matt approached his flower supplier and made a partnership proposal. He said, "Instead of buying just $125,000 worth of flowers every year, I'd like to buy $250,000. In return, I ask you for the exclusive rights to supply my flower store with flowers for the next 5 years, for a payment of $25,000. The supplier agreed immediately. Later, Matt went back to the former owner of the flower store and said, "Instead of $50,000, I'd like to offer you $60,000. However, I only have $25,000 at the moment. We can work out a payment arrangement for the rest." The former owner accepted, and Matt bought the store without using his own money. Consequently, he dominated the market, doubled the business, optimized the operation, and invested in marketing. Not only was Matt paying off the previous owner with the income he earned, but he was also remunerating the supplier with the resources he generated. In the end, Matt understood the importance of exploiting opportunities, using the financial resources of others, and adopting an innovative approach. So the next time you say, "I'm short of money," remember that the key is not the lack of money itself, but the need for a more effective strategy. Questioning who will benefit from your decision and how you can create a win-win situation will be key. Then you won't just need money, but a better strategy. I hope you enjoyed this inspiring and informative story. If you liked it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.